This video is about Xiamen, a city in southern China, a beautiful city, a city that is known for its best quality of life, its high quality of life. So a lot of Chinese tourists they come here, and as you will see, the food also is exceptionally diversified. So I will talk about first a bit of the history, and I will come back to food. This video is mostly about food. So the history, Xiamen is about 2,000 years old. It's always been known as a port, an important port on the Pacific, and the Europeans they came here and they fought for the right to trade with China. So first the Dutch they were the empire here in the Pacific, and they were kicked out by the English, and then the Spanish they came. The Spanish they had conquered the Philippines and were also strong in the region. They wanted to evangelize China. Then the British came back and they started the trade in opium. The trade was a very important business because there were more than 15 million Chinese addicted to opium. So a very big business for the English. But at one point, the Chinese passed a law forbidding forbidding the import of opium in the country. The English they disregarded the law and they came with a ship full of opium, and the opium was seized and destroyed, and this started the first opium war. And the ship, England, the British, they came with warship and foot soldiers, and they started to bombard the cities. After a few hours, they disembarked with full foot soldiers, and the English defenders they escaped during the night, leaving the city to the British, who asked for very high reparations and fees and the right to trade with five ports, and they were given Hong Kong for 150 years. So they continued the trade in opium, but it was against the Chinese, so they switched to tea, and they started to get the European and the British and Americans to drink tea, and hundreds of tons of tea were shipped from China to Europe and the Americas until the British the Brits started to plant tea in India, in Kerala, in the mountains. I have seen this plantation. I have visited this plantation. It's beautiful. So a bit of history. Let me talk now about the food. The food is a very important things in Xiamen and for China in general. They have very sophisticated foods, as you will see in the video. Let me start with the soup. The soup is sort of the basic in many places. It comes in there with different kind of noodles, small noodles, big noodles, flat noodles, yellow noodles made with eggs, and they add any kind of meat that you like. Pork, very popular. Beef also, and duck and goose, and they add sauces, some very strong sauces, very hot sauces, and, and other sauce like soya sauce also that they like very much. And they do the same thing with rice with all these meat and sauce and so on, also popular. And third, I will add the roll. I will mention the rolls, egg rolls. They started like an omelette. They put the meat and sometimes seafood like I ate last night. Seafood rolls. So they start like an omelette, they cook it, and then they roll it and cut it. It's very nice. In seafood, you will see on this video hundreds of different varieties of fish and other seafood, shell seafood, stars, oysters, shrimp, squids. Uh, you mentioned it, they have it. They eat also urchin, which I had never seen, and too many others I have tasted. Last night, the roll, here it is, the rolls, and they were very nice. Also, they have some kind of buns that they stuff with cheese and meat and kind of soup. Also, very very beautiful. So this is it. You will see the cooking and a very busy street in almost all kind of street cities. There is a food street like in Guangzhou, but that one here in Xiamen, it's very particular. It's bigger, more diversified, and it's done in more smaller street, narrow street. And, there's a lot of Chinese, and here very few foreigners come here. It's not known cities for the West as a tourist attraction in China. The tourists they go in Beijing, they will go in other places. But Xiamen is not it's not well known city for the West. So let me end this video here. Tomorrow I intend to visit more the city. There's nice parks. There is the coastline that is very nice, and there is of course the temples which I have seen in other cities, Buddhist temples where people they kind of pray and they light incense and candles, and oh, it's very nice. The atmosphere is very nice. They're very beautiful temples. Some are very big, like the one I visited in Guangzhou. I think they have here also these temples that I still have to see. So let me stop here. Thank you very much for listening.